Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 13 of Dynasty Warriors 9. I thought we were going to finish up chapter 4. Turns out chapter 4 is actually have the longest part. And this is Liu Bei escaping from the battlefield, which is in the midst of the Battle of Guan Yu. Yes, you will have to run into Yuan Shao's forces, but at the exact same time, you're going to be running into Cao Cao's forces as well. So bear that in mind, especially when you're trying to run away and run into Guan Yu. Now, unfortunately for everybody, chapter 4 is going to be where we are going to run into Zhou Cang. Yes. Zhou Cang is going to be there, and let's just be honest. He has a good Japanese voice actor. Unfortunately, it's not on the Japanese dub. I'm so sorry in advance. I'm just going to warn you now. It's going to be monotonously bad voice acting. And I am so sorry. And we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But for right now, I am capturing an important base. Why? Because capturing bases is the key to weakening the enemy. Ah yes, that meme will never die. So what we're going to do is go to the first mission. Well, sort of the first mission. I actually skipped the first mission. And you can take on whatever mission you want, so long as you don't take on the important missions, and also you don't take on the main objective, because this particular mission is important. What I'm doing here, message for the master, it's important for one reason and one reason alone. This will guarantee that Xiahou Dun will not gain any rallying, because Zhang Liao will give him a message that will tell Xiahou Dun to back away from trying to pursue Guan Yu, which in turn means that Guan Yu will not have any problems. Also, you will not be running into Zhang Liao at the end of the stage.
I must be on my way.
Just wanted to let you know this was one of the glitch missions because of the fact that there was more than, I do believe, 5 bandits, and one of them just so happened to be, I think it was an officer if I wasn't mistaken. And if you killed that specific officer, he would glitch, and I guess the game would stop. So they actually patched that mission to the point where all you have to do is take on a bandit leader, and that's it. Because there was an officer you were supposed to face, and that was Yuan Shao, by the way. And unfortunately, he has been defeated. So yeah, he was sort of a glitch officer. And let's see, there was another mission, under Guan Yu, but not under Liu Bei, where Guan Yu was supposed to deliver a message or something like that. I'm trying to remember, because there was times where the games glitched out on me in certain characters. But whatever the case, I'm only standing here because I was listening to the music and I thought the loading screens was on, and I'm like, oh crap, the loading screen's not on! And now I'm actually moving. Sorry, this is just me so used to incredibly long loading screens. I gotta stop playing games that needed to be patched after day 1 release. Here's the thing, they need to work day 1 upon being bought. Plain and simple. So, on that note, we need to find the guy you want to talk to. And, oh, right! This running gag.
We got kicked out of shop.
Yeah. You all remember the It's Me guy that was the running gag in Dynasty Warriors 7 in the shoe playthrough, where this guy followed Liu Bei all the way until Liu Bei passed away and then followed Liu Shan? Yeah! He's gonna do the exact same thing. Actually, he did so at the beginning of the second chapter, you found him and you talked to him, and then you just continued on. Oh, don't mind me failing miserably in trying to get Cao P on my side, or at least get the informal outfit for Cao P, because I'm actually kicking myself because I sold the items needed for me to do that in the last part. Oh, I'm an idiot. But that is something that was good for money, and now those items, I think, is only going to be used to actually get certain characters to join your force. But yeah, that one guy that constantly talks about how he wants to be like Liu Bei, he pretty much follows you all the way until the end of chapter 13, where his son takes over from where he left off. No, I am not kidding. That peasant grew into a soldier, grew into a general, then died, and his kid takes over to try to talk about how much that he loved Liu Bei, and now his kid's actually loyal to Liu Shan and stuff like that. So, yeah. They pretty much took that joke and beat it into the ground. I'm not sure if it was funny back in Dynasty Warriors. Well, it was funny in Dynasty Warriors 7 because that peasant survived everything, even getting destroyed by Liu Bei just to follow Liu Bei. But the peasant here, he's just a callback. And his family ends up continuing the tradition after he dies. So yeah, he dies like right after Zhuge Liang becomes Prime Minister. Or should I say, right after Liu Shan is established as the Emperor and after Zhuge Liang's first failed attempt. But whatever the case, we had to talk to Hu Hao. That's what we're going to talk about, the mission right now. Yes, I'm jumping subjects here, I'm sorry. And we're talking to Hu Ban. Now, Hu Ban,
but thank you. If you ever need my
will be important because Hu Ban will introduce a new mission later on if we actually tell Hu Hao that his son got the message. Hu Ban will actually be the person to stop a fire attack that's going to also happen later on in this mission. Bear that in mind. So you might want to get that done. Unfortunately, past me didn't even think about going to back to Hu Hao to report how he went there and got the mission almost successful, and instead just went on and continued. And I am just racing my horse. Oh yes, it's time for me to race my horse and try not to get caught in the sunset, because here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, the sunset, I think they've probably patched it. I don't know, but the sunset will do things like that and be incredibly bright to lens flare. And just in case anybody is trying to play this game or watch this episode and you see incredibly high lens flare, I'm not sure if they patched it or not, but just in case they didn't, there will be times where there's a lens flare that's supposed to be in the place of an actual sunrise. Oh, excuse me. Oh, and by the way, almost forgot. The only other reason why you want to do that bandit mission, for this mission right here, see, if you kill the bandit actually dropped the element that you need to give to this guy here, and that will complete this mission. Easy peasy. So, with that said, I just realized, oh, it's not complete. The mission's not completed yet. We may have to go back. Or at least I don't realize it just yet, and I end up going to another mission. Haha. Oops. On that note, We're gonna go and deal with this mission first, and probably circle back and deal with Hu Ban or Hu Hao. Yes, Hu Hao. We're gonna be dealing with him. Well, as soon as we're done here. Pretty sure we're trying to break into another palace here. But the whole gist is, we're trying to get our friends, slow down and sabotage Cao Cao as much as we can, and more importantly, I also made another stupid mistake somewhere along the lines here. Not here! Because this is me actually taking care of the bandits. And ironically enough, Liu Hua was apparently being mistaken for a bandit or a yellow turban when he first started out. It all depends on the works. But here's the thing. He wasn't even a yellow turban. I think he was a military officer of the Han, and he was working with Cao Cao at the time. I'm not sure. I have to look in on that. But one thing is perfectly clear. He wasn't a yellow turban when he first started. In this game, he is. And he sides with Liu Bei. Because he's, like, inspired by Guan Yu. And also inspired by Liu Bei killing off these bandits and keeping the peasants from being held hostage.
This victory was made possible due to your efforts.
Nothing is going to happen if any of the peasants are killed. There is no peasants in that, actually. And now I think it dawned on me that I'm going to have to go back. So we will do just that. So all that's left now is us going there, and we're going to have to deal with Cao Ren, because of course we need to defeat Cao Ren in order for us to get any further. Damn loading screen. This is why I was like staying still for that couple of minutes earlier on, because I thought that the load screens were way too long. And the bridge is up! Oh god! Come on, man! The bridge is up! This is some horse! And I tried to jump over, and I couldn't do it. Okay! Okay! Okay. I see how you're doing this game. I see how you're doing this. The bridges shouldn't really be up at this point in time because it's in the middle of the damn day. Normally it'd be up, it'd be down at night. As a matter of fact, the bridges should have been down. Oh, actually no, the bridges should have been up at night and down in the daytime. But apparently not. Apparently they're all working on daylight savings time. Oh, and also, I just talked to these peasants because they may have some random things to say. There are other peasants that have random things to say too. You just gotta get in touch with among them. Get in touch with a couple of them, not among them. Sorry about that. Let's see, and this is Eugene. Oh, I don't have the item needed in order to actually fulfill his friendship request. Damn it.
No matter
and
if you are busy.
If I would have had it, it would have been alright. I would have to wait till the next chapter in order to try to fulfill their friendship request. That's okay. I'm not worried about that because you're not going to get too much except for their voice galleries. Which begs the question, why do you want to listen to some of these actors in the voice gallery? You know they rushed through their script or didn't even try at all. But whatever the case, because we did what Hu Hao asked, now we basically... Oh, goddammit. Now we have a chance to stop the fire attack. And it is Wang Zi's fire attack. Oh, and I'm making sure that I didn't miss any other mandatory quest. Since there's nothing but side quests here, let's go on ahead and defeat Cao Ren. This shouldn't be a problem, right? Well, I'll be right back. I just need to actually take a little breather first. Okay, the only reason I need to take a little breather there because of the fact of the hilarious shit you're about to see. See, here's the thing. I call myself entering in the palace of Cao Ren. And it would have been all well and good until the door's face shot! Shit. Only in Dynasty Warriors 9 does that happen. The doors literally face shut and they were wide open right then and there. If I was just at least a second faster, I would have climbed right in, or actually would have waltzed right in without having to break in. I'm sorry. There are some people that may or may not like this game, but there's just some moments where a game does that. You just can't help but laugh and also cry at the same time because your money went to this. But nonetheless, I'm practically going to have to make my way around because, unfortunately, Cao Ren is in the middle chamber. And thankfully, unlike before, this actually is one of the glitch missions because of the fact that I do believe that that both of those doors was locked and Cao Ren was not able to get in. I think it was like the primary patch. If you played as Liu Bei and before it got the first patch, there was no way to get to Cao Ren. That was also patched as well. Because Cao Ren kept himself locked up in the castle and there was no way to break into the doors. You couldn't climb over because he was inside of the place as opposed to outside. You couldn't clip through, you couldn't phase in, nothing like that. However, that shit was awesome. I stopped a midair I actually used a midair counter right there. Two peasant soldiers was just like jumping at me and all that, and I just smacked them away like they were flies. Just like they just smacked me away. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, this was a glitched out mission, because like I said, those doors originally was closed and there was no way to get to Cao Ren in the original build, so they went there and fixed that problem. Oh, and also some of the environment was actually destructible thanks to what I just did. Unfortunately, that got fixed too. And believe it or not, destroying the environment with either a Musou or a regular attack is actually a achievement. So, with that said, I just clipped through the door. I don't know how I did it, but I clipped through an open door. Okay, I guess. But whatever the case, you could plain and see that I am almost borderline 3,000 kills here. I mean, it's not that spectacular for this game, because killing 1,000 would be a milestone back in the older days. Here, not so much. It's not really that amazing at all. I've seen playthroughs where they had like 9,000, 10,000 kills per chapter, and I'm like, why? But then again, that's how I ended up with the 200,000, so I shouldn't really talk about anybody.
For my aspirations, I will fight to the end.
But the fact that it took a, I would say, 1,300 hit combo in order for me to get to Cao Ren, that speaks volumes. Like I said, both of those doors were closed and it was sealed off. Now they fixed it to where Cao Ren cannot be sealed off. You can actually get in and kill him. The doors will stay open. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, we're not even halfway done with this battle just yet. In fact, we still have other things we have to do, aside from missions. Let's see. A new mission just showed up. And aside from defeating Chen Chi. No. We're gonna call that guy Chinchilla from here on in. Screw that. Chin Chi. Yes, he is now officially known as Chinchilla. Just cause. So we're going to be killing Chinchilla here. And God forbid if somebody actually looked that guy up and he ends up being a famous officer. I'm going to be so embarrassed. So whatever the case, we're going to be breaking in. And oh God, we went the wrong goddamn way. We're supposed to be fighting Chin Chi. Or should I say Chinchilla, and instead we're going straight for the damn palace. You fool! Turn around! Chin Chi's the other way!
Let him escape? This will surely come back to haunt you, Cao Cao.
Yeah, if I would have waltzed into that palace right then and there, I'd have been a victim of a fire attack. Let's fix this problem here. Where is he? Okay, there's Chinchilla. Let's get to him. Well, actually, no. Instead of transporting to him, it's just gonna put me right back in front of the palace. We're just gonna walk right over there.
If I let you pass here, it will cause trouble.
Well,
for
see,
Cao
here's the
Cao.
thing.
I suggest you make it easy on yourself.
If I'd have waited till I completed all the missions, then Xiao Hodun would have had some sort of would have had a lot of morale lost. But seeing as how I didn't, because I accidentally went the wrong way, sometimes that happens because of the GPS or where they put you. God, that's annoying when it does happen that way. Sometimes not all the damage can be caused. But I do believe Chinchilla is on top of the castle. So that's... Oh God! I just got hit by a rock. Let me on! Oh man, I was about to say thank you, and then I was about to get knocked off again. So, let's just come over to this area and kill all the archers that are in the way. Because it'll lead me straight to Chinchilla. In fact, he should be right there. And now let's go on and kill him. Or at least make him retreat for the most part. And there he is. And down he goes. Along with the catapult that's there.
For my aspirations, overwhelmed us.
And with that said,
being defeated like this.
We've gotten at least maybe 5, 6 missions done out of this. So, we just raised up to level 61. That's more like it. And now we take on this next mission. I do believe this is the mission that is going to prevent Wang Ji or something like that. Yeah, Wang Ji from using a fire attack against you when you're trying to escape from Jing. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, what you want to do is make sure you have at least 3 reserves for the oil pots. At least 3. If you have like 20 of them, well, make sure you use at least 3 of them before coming here, because you're going to need to steal 3 oil pots for this mission. You can't buy them, you got to steal them, and you got to bring them back. Yeah, Liu Bei stealing oil pots. What does the world come to? He's a bandit for benevolence.
It must be stored close to the gate.
Nonetheless, we are going to steal those oil pots. Oh, and you can't fire on them either, because that would also count as you being defeated. And my wall jumping skills is just ridiculous. Yeah, there is a way for you to have an extra jump. You need an equipment for that, actually, now that I stop to think about it. Actually, I should have mentioned that very early on in part 1, but I find it trivial and consequential because I also rely on the I rely on basically the grappling hook and also the horse most of the time. But it is an equipment that you can use to give yourself a second jump. And also, god damn it, what did I do that for? I did not mean to do that. One, let's dump this off here. And let's dump this off here. But as I was saying about the extra jump, yeah, it is an equipment that will allow you to make a second jump or a third jump. Thing is, you got to make it, and more importantly, you've got to upgrade it too, because I think there is a synthesis tool that will allow you to have a higher jump somewhere along the line. I'm trying to remember where it is or what it is. Oh wait, no, there's nothing that gives you a higher jump. I think it's an orb that gives you a gem that gives you a higher jump. Other than that, I wouldn't be so remiss if there was a synthesis tool to give you a higher jump. Because let's face it, this is as high as you're going to get. You're going to be able to make like the minimum 2 jumps. That's it. Or should I say maximum. And even if you got like the lightest character in the entirety of the game, you're only going to make 2 jumps. How high depends on the weight of the character. I mean, it would be hilarious to see Minghua do a double jump, but still. It's almost as hilarious as seeing like someone like Tokugawa doing a double jump. Which, by the way, is actually possible in Samurai Warriors 2 Empires. That's actually possible. Provided you actually get double jump for Ieyasu Tokugawa. So, yeah. It's sort of RNG for that, but at least it's more possible for Samurai Warriors than what it is here. Or should I say that that's the other way around. Whatever the case, we stole the 3 pots. They're easy to find. All you gotta do is take them. And you won't have to worry about a fire attack when we go any further throughout Jing. And we're gonna run over bandits because we can. And we're gonna tire out Red Hair because that's going to give him some sort of experience points. Because after all, the more we ride Red Hair, the more experience points we get. Oh, now that I stop to think about it, we also have Iron Horses as well, which are actually stronger than Red Hair by default. The thing of the matter is, you're gonna have to buy them. They're all, I do believe, about, if I'm not mistaken, 50,000 gold a pop.
That will put pay
yeah.
to Chief plans then.
If you don't have enough gold, it's not gonna be worth getting them. But if you do get them, you could change your animal in your hideaway. And from there, you could just simply use those horses and they'll be much more durable and, well, they're not really durable. They actually don't have HP or anything with them, but they will do more damage to the enemy by default while you're riding them. Or should I say the same amount as Red Hair, because Red Hair will do the most, like 999, but they're also faster than Red Hair at level 1, and by the time you max them out, they'll be ridiculously fast.
Look at this.
But whatever the case, folks,
More noisy interlopers. Let's get rid of them.
we showed up at Wang Shi's doorstep, and we're going to take the fight to Wang Shi, and we're going to beat him up. But first, Wang Shi will find out the hard way that we stole his oil so he can't make a fire attack. Ha!
Prepare a fire
Sucks to
attack.
be you.
Some damage is acceptable. Stop.
But he's standing on the far end of the castle as opposed to being in the castle, because he's pretty much directing all the archers.
Master One Chi. We don't have enough oil. We can't use
But
the
we
fire
robbed
attack now.
Wang Shi, and now he's panicking.
We were well prepared.
That's not going to change the morale, though. in order for the morale to actually skyrocket, I probably would have had to capture bases adjacent to Wang Shi, but we don't have to worry about that. Why? Because we're about to finish him off. As a matter of fact, he's dead. I think that did it right there.
This is the end?
They got the golden crown.
I will fight to the end. Stand in the
All
way of
right.
virtue shall fail.
We have at
This
least 2
victory
more
was made
missions
possible
left.
due to your efforts.
Or at least 3 more, anyway. And then we'll end up rendezvousing with friends. But for right now, let's check and see. Yeah, we actually have 4 more missions left. So let's go on ahead and take on Beyond Z. Now, funny thing about this guy, he's an ex-Yellow Turban him too, although a fictional character. Apparently, Beyond Z is the guy who chases after Guan Yu, and he's a reformed Yellow Turban. However, sorry, ignore that gunshot in the background. I live in a dangerous neighborhood. But anyway, Beyond Shi is a Yellow Turban, and he basically was
one side defeats you.
in the group with Su Shu, where they were still causing trouble for Cao Cao. Cao Cao subjugated them, and he joined the Cao Cao's forces. Well, he was among the group that was supposed to pursue Guan Yu, and Beyond Shi ended up getting killed in the process of pursuing Guan Yu. So yeah, that's basically it. Because there was supposed to be like 5 gates. That's right, 5 gates for Guan Yu to escape through, and Beyond Shi was at the end of the 4th one. And this isn't based on the Dynasty Warriors game. It's actually based off of Romance, where Beyond Shi was one of the guys that was trying to stop him, and he was at the 3rd gate or the 4th gate. I'm pretty sure it was the 4th one. And he got instantly decimated by Guan Yu. And now we're going to instantly decimate him as Liu Bei. So, with that said, I think we've got enough for a Musou. And with all this level I'm gaining, I should go and deal with my attributes. But it probably won't dawn on me until we probably get past part 15. But we're getting closer and closer to rescuing our friends, or rendezvousing with them at least. I do believe the next battle happens to be with Ko Shu and I think Ju Shu. Yeah, Ju Shu's the next battle. Ju Shu is Liu Bei, no, not Liu Bei, Yuan Shao's strategist, or one of the many strategists he had among him, and he was the guy who had the plan for him to win the war along with Tian Fing. The problem of the matter was Guo Tu, and to some extent Zheng Yu, and also I think Chun Yu Qiong, yes, that's the guy. They were pretty much putting terrible advice in Yuan Shao's head, and Yuan Shao follows the terrible advice, and he ended up losing Guan Yu as an end result. Well, Zheng Yu actually tried to do something to help Yuan Shao, but unfortunately he ended up defecting, and that ended up costing him the battle. Oh wait, no, that's not Jushu. Oh, I thought it was, but it's probably not. That's actually a new mission once I take care of this guy. But nonetheless, there was a lot of men of talent from Yuan Shao's forces that ended up defecting. No, now I remember now. Rendezvous with Friends is the one with Jushu. Yeah, we still get to fight Jushu, but still, it's the next mission we're about to do right now. But as I was saying, yeah, Yuan Shao lost a lot of men of talent because of the fact that he listened to Guo and... No, Guo, yeah, that's how you pronounce his name. And in the end of the day, Guo ended up screwing over everything for Yuan Shao, and Guo pretty much cost his sons their lives, and his life as well, so he picked that strategist. Nonetheless, Zhou Shao is the only guy from Yuan Shao's forces that's going to attack us, but at the exact same vein, he's trying to bump off Guan Yu. And this is something that's pretty much added for padding, because Zhou Shao will probably be executed by the time Guan Yu even makes it back to Liu Bei, and that's due to the fact that Cao Cao ends up taking Wu Chao. And that's because of Shen Yo. And that's the name of the guy, Shen Yo. That's the name. Or Zhu Yo, yes. Zhu Yo is the guy that did it. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, we have managed to make a way so that guy with terrible voice acting would come in to at least rendezvous with Liu Bei. Oh, and for the record, we're about to get into a cutscene, so let's burn stuff.
I apologize for my long absence.
And by the way, that cutscene's happening right now since the brothers have been reunited. Unfortunately, we'll have to go to Jing, but not right now, because reunion.
This takes care of the men of Yuan Shao's
as soon as this cutscene is, as soon as the cutscene starts, actually, and as soon as we actually move forward. Yeah, I'm trying to burn their supplies.
Yes, right on! Hey, Yuan Shao accepted us into his glorious service! Huh? Ah!
Who are you? Are you another one of the bandits causing problems in this area?
No! You are wrong! You listen here. I am a follower of the great hero, Guan Yu. I am Zhou Cang, the swift and the powerful! Ah!
Do you think that you can fool me? Master Guan Yu wouldn't allow someone like you to join him.
Now wait! Wait! Ah! It's true! He said I could join him!
I have received word remnants of the Yellow Turbans were still causing problems. I believe you are obviously one of them. I am Zhao Yun. I will not allow bandits to go free.
What? Zhao Yun? Then you're just like boss. Wait! Listen to me for a moment! Ah!
He got away. I've never seen someone run so fast.
Well, bad voice acting from Cao Cao aside, we'll see you in part 14 when we actually finish up chapter 4. This is RVman 985. Peace out. And I'll see you guys next time.